Hi, I'm Pastor Kurt, and this is your 5-minute Bible study. Today, we're going to look at Romans chapter 16, verses 1 through 27. So this is the very end of the book of Romans, and this is Paul concluding his letter. He's said all kinds of stuff to the people in Rome so far, but now it's time to wrap up this letter. And he wraps it up in a very neat way. He gives some final greetings, but what he does is he names people there by name, there in Rome. He says, greet all of these people, and he lists their names. Now, for us, that can be kind of boring reading, right? We don't know who these people are. But for Paul, he did know who these people are. And think about being one of those people there in Rome. You receive Paul's letter, you've read everything else he has to say, and then you read this final section, and you see that he basically gives you a shout out. Paul recognizes the hard work of these people in Rome, and he recognizes them by name. That had to feel good for them. Because I bet a lot of times they felt overlooked or ignored. I bet you know that feeling. You know what it's like to do all of this hard work, and then it seems like nobody appreciates you or recognizes you or knows how hard you've been working to do these things. Now, imagine how it feels when someone does recognize that. Right? That's amazing, isn't it? Here, at the very end of this letter, Paul greets these people and he greets them by name. He recognizes who they are and what they've done for that church there in Rome. This is a wonderful reminder to us that even when you feel overlooked, what you do is still vitally important. Sometimes we crave that recognition, right? Just somebody notice what I've been doing here. Notice all the hard work I've been doing for you. Paul notices. And more importantly for us today, Jesus notices. Even if you feel overlooked, even if you feel like no one appreciates everything that you do, Jesus notices. And he appreciates what you do. And think about the reverse of this. Think about when you recognize the hard work of someone else. Sometimes we do this because it's a social obligation. Think, for example, of Mother's Day or Father's Day, right? Thank you for being a great mom. Thank you for being a great dad. You do all this wonderful stuff for me. Yes, we should recognize mothers and fathers in that way, okay? But sometimes it's a social obligation. You buy the gift, you get the card, you give it to them, you've checked that off your list. But think about those times when you do it when it's not a social obligation. When you recognize either your mom or dad or friends or whoever, and you just thank them. It's like, I see you. I see all the hard work you do. I see the sacrifices you make. I see the things that you do that you think nobody notices, but I notice. And I appreciate them. And I appreciate you. That is a wonderful gift to give to that person. Because like you, they might feel ignored and overlooked. But when you tell them that you notice them, that you appreciate them, that you thank them, that means the world to them, just like it means the world to you. Sometimes we just take advantage of people. Think about people like waiters and waitresses, or people at the drive-through window, or anybody that you see that does some kind of task for you, but you don't even know their name. Now, think about how it feels not only when you know their name, but when you thank them. I see you. And I really appreciate what you do for me. Imagine how much better the world would be if more people did something like that. if we all took a moment to appreciate and give thanks to that person for what they've done. Sometimes you might be the recipient of that, and sometimes you might be the one to speak those words to someone else, just like Paul did for the people there in Rome. There's your 5-minute Bible study. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.